Hello, and welcome to the Project Relax Talks. I am your host, Smokey, and joining with me, as always, is my co-host, Spooge.
Hello.
Alright, today's gonna be sort of a extra relaxed episode.
We're looking back.
Yeah. It's almost been about roughly a year. It hasn't been a year just yet. I think we're like a week off from it
Oh,
being a year. But yeah, so
yep.
far we've been posting every day, except for I
Mhm.
missed one day, March 19th last year. I missed that day.
Mhm.
We have been uploading every day on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Varyingly, in varying like levels of quality.
yeah, I'm not 100% satisfied with the quality of the channel,
It's
if I'm
still in
gonna
its
be honest.
infancy.
Yes, it's very inconsistent, but it with the setup we have right now, it's very understandable.
Mhm.
It's not like this is like our number one job and we get to focus on it like 24/7. We definitely have to splice this into our schedules.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's surprising that we get as much out.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we kind of been sticking to since I've established the schedule. I think it was back in like August or October is when, yeah, like August is when our official schedule has been established of
Mhm.
Let's Plays Monday through Friday, and then Saturday a review, and Sunday will is usually a relaxed talk unless we miss it.
Mhm.
And we've been kind of very consistent with it.
Yeah.
We missed a few relaxed talks here and there, but with the reviews, we've haven't missed a single review.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, we've actually been able to keep up with that. Thankfully, when we review TV shows, that kind of helps because
Mhm.
like we review multiple episodes. Sometimes we watch two episodes and then we'll review, and then we'll watch two more and review in the same night. So that'll
Yeah.
help.
And sometimes it's good because sometimes both of us are just too tired to do a video game.
Yeah, for sure. That's been my major problem here lately. Is we have plenty of video game footage, thankfully, but that's I just haven't really been in the mood, to play a video game.
Mhm.
And you really got to be in the mood. But I'm getting back into it. I'm getting back into it.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the channel so far?
I mean, it's fun. I hard to say of like what what more can be done. I mean, but there's some things that I have sort of planned. Uh, that's in the works.
And I don't really want to give anything away, but I have a few ideas for the future of the
Hmm.
channel. But the most of the ideas take place when we're in the same room together.
Hmm. And I'm not saying that I'm like apathetic to the channel, but this is very much just been kind of me hanging out with you.
Yeah, I get that.
That's been fun.
To be honest, that's kind of what I wanted it to be. I just it gives us more excuse to actually like talk and do stuff together.
Hmm.
Not saying we needed an excuse, but I like archiving it
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I definitely some of the videos do have like 4 or 5 extra views due to me because I do sometimes get sentimental and look back at some of the my favorite videos.
Yeah, it'd be good if I like in case I spontaneously combusted or something. or if you
Yeah,
did too.
I always will have something to look back on. How do you feel about the channel's success? I know we have been failing for the most part, but how do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's exceeded what I thought so
Uh,
far. I mean, from what we have,
yeah,
because
to
we
be
actually
honest,
have
I've
some
exceeded it's exceeded my expectations too.
yeah.
I didn't expect it to get any traffic whatsoever.
Like if I'm expecting to like this go anywhere, I mean, like of course, one thing is that we it need to be better if we're in the same like place.
Oh, the quality of the channel I know for a fact will improve drastically once we're not doing this over the internet.
But even before the quality would go up, I mean, we'd at least need a like a it wouldn't even need to be that much amount, but we definitely would need a bigger audience to justify it too, of like actually putting as much time, more time into it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I completely understand. That's why I kind of like stop the streams because
Mm-hmm.
there's no real point in streaming without an audience. If I'm gonna be
Yeah.
100% honest.
Mm-hmm. I think shorter content can actually is the thing to do now too, in some respects.
I kind of like doing a 20 to 30 minute mark, depending on what we're
Yeah, yeah.
doing. For video
But
games,
that's
I prefer 20
mhm.
minutes. For reviews, I would like us to do 30 minutes, but sometimes what we're reviewing just doesn't warrant 30 minutes.
Mhm.
And
And
of
I
course,
don't think it's a negative when we do that though, because sometimes I feel like the it's good with the reviews to be kind of like a to be inconsistent because I mean, you know, if you want longer stuff or maybe you're just looking for a quick review thing just to if it's worth, you know, even watching. Maybe you don't want to watch like a full 30-minute review. So it's I think it's good that we have like episodes like that or like 8 minutes, you know.
yeah, I do appreciate that we are inconsistent with the time that we
Mm-hmm.
do. I'm not
But
like a
definitely think the YouTube market right now is very ADD and like type of
Oh well,
TikTok-ish
yeah.
stuff
To
is.
be honest, that's just society in general. Society seems to be really ADD and can't really keep their attention on one
Yeah.
thing. Like we've had so many fads in the past year. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. But we got our toes dipped in different things. I
Yeah,
think
and
a
there,
pretty good consistent amount. I
it,
mean, it's been a while since we did anything. I mean, because we like to put we do like to put quality into like if we do a true crime thing anymore, you know.
yeah the true crime has been put back on the back burner for sure. Cause I I love doing research and everything. That is my thing. It's ultimately the writing that
Mm-hmm.
bogs me down. I'm just not a writer, and I've tested out the waters. I've wrote two scripts, and the scripts just I came close to scrapping both of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna be honest, like they definitely wasn't the quality that I wanted to produce. So we're definitely gonna
Though.
have to go back
Mm-hmm.
and get someone to redo those scripts for me because I definitely want to redo them.
Mm-hmm. But I do like some of the loose ones too, because especially the Ned Kelly one was just fun. Like it may not be a great like informational episode, but it's definitely one of the ones I had more fun just of learning about him in real time. You know.
Yes, that was great. That I actually appreciated that one.
Mm.
That was when we were streaming on Bloodborne, and we were
Yeah,
actually
we were
like
just doing that
needed
as
something to kill time.
yeah for the waiting.
Yes, there's so much waiting, so that really helped with that era in the channel.
Mm.
And of course, that era will pick back up. I just like I said, I want to produce quality scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want I definitely feel I half-assed my first true crime script. I definitely was not satisfied with it whatsoever.
And that was what's his name? Fucking
Lewis
Lewis
Hutchison.
Lewis Hutchinson, yeah, the Jamaican dude.
Yeah, the Scottish Jamaican guy.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. Just shooting people out of off his little fucking castle.
Yeah, yeah, he's just a crazy motherfucker that like hunting people for sports and shit like that. Treating them like game.
Mm. But I mean that one's still a way better quality than like let's say like the Bjork Stalker one.
Oh, the Bjork Stalker one. That definitely was. That's when we were still. That was the infancy of us getting used to no longer streaming and us recording. That was that
Yeah.
awkward phase.
And I think I was really tired and I was just going through it too.
Yeah, and I wasn't in the mood to like cover any like true crime or anything. So I was just like, yeah, we can do that. And I just was half-ass paying attention because I still wasn't like ready for that.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
We'll definitely have to do the Bjork Starker again.
Mm. So I do that. I think that's a funny episode.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one to look back on.
Mm. Anything else in specific to the channel that we want to go over?
Uh, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I was gonna get into how I do have some future plans. I think I want to do when I have more space and when we're together. I think we'll do some kind of uh Pokemon card opening scenario, kind of like
Ooh, that'd
what
be good.
I'm probably gonna steal what Max Mofo and iDubbbz did and have us do like a pack opening, and whoever gets the best rare card gets to keep the cards.
Be fun to start dueling in Magic too.
Yeah, we can also do some duels and Magic as well. I have plenty of cards for that, but we'll mostly be opening Pokemon cards. We will open up some Magic and some Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's more nostalgia.
Mm.
But yeah, I do want to do card openings and stuff like that. And it's a bit spoilery, but I do want to do some kind of cooking show
Ah.
when we can. Yeah, when we definitely that'll definitely be when we're in the same area.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely things I'm already learning now.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm very interested in doing a cooking show.
Yeah, I need to perfect my fried Oreos.
I'm not 100% sure what the theme would be, or if there
Mm-hmm.
would be a theme, or if we'll just like buy a random cookbook and go through that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Definitely need
one.
some masks.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that and our best bet might be getting morph suits.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a purple one and I can use my green one.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some pretty good octopus masks too.
Yes, that would be good. Nice. That'd be nice. But
I want that anyway.
it'd have to be a nice balance of actually cooking and then just us being, comical.
Mm-hmm. I think just the chaos of how I am in a kitchen anyway will probably just give some natural.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm hoping for some natural chaos to ensue. We'll definitely have to have a certain to be honest, I want a certain it'll be difficult. We might actually have to like rent a studio kitchen or something on that like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like that quality the quality that I want for that is quite specific to where there's kind of like a specific kitchen setup I want to
Mm-hmm.
use.
Hmm.
Like I definitely want to have an island. Like I want to have an island in the middle of it, but I want to be able to walk around the whole thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I just feel that that'll be better because we'll be able to set the camera up, the cameras we'll have to have multiple camera. That's when we will have to get into some actual editing and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But we'll be able to set the cameras up right and everything in angles
Mm-hmm.
to where we can get to us stirring the bowls and shit like that.
Yeah. Even on maybe a GoPro.
Yes. No, yeah, that's some ideas that I've got cooking for the future of
Mm-hmm.
the channel. Most of my ideas, to be honest, is pipe dreams if the channel actually takes off into something.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting it to, but it'd be nice if we got like 1,000 subscribers in 5 years.
that'd be great.
That's
I feel
ultimate.
like I feel like it might take something like we definitely I don't know. I won't go more into it, but maybe we can garner a niche audience with getting into more experimental things.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to do some more experimental things. It's just we just have to find the right balance to do them,
Yeah,
and we have to make sure when we do them that the video that we produce is up to the quality that we want.
exactly.
But yeah, other than that, I know this is like kind of random, but do you miss playing Minecraft at all?
Kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. We might actually pick that up back up when they add the warden. We will pick that up. That will be something we do. We might actually stream.
Yeah, I'll definitely make it more interesting too with some new stuff. Be fun to explore that.
Yeah, yeah, and it'd be nice to visit our world again.
Mm-hmm.
Our world that like we have progressed, but I just when it comes to Minecraft, I get too ADD.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just can't keep my attention on one thing, and that's like the one thing Minecraft requires you to do is sometimes just mine just endlessly for like 2 or 3 sessions.
And I'll usually get kind of into something that's not actually important, but I will want to finish.
Well, there's what
But
Minecraft is about. It's the fact that I always start a project but never finish it. Like our house is so cattywampus just because I got lazy with it and I was like, I just want to build up and I want to build a few rooms. But then halfway through, I was like, got to collect a lot of material to do what I want to do. So I just half-assed it.
yeah, well, and I think we've made it creative enough.
Yeah, yeah, I like the house that we made,
It
but
has our own flavor to
yeah,
it.
I like our home base to be honest.
Mm, true.
We have to build a copper obelisk when we get back in it because it will turn from the copper color to green over time.
So I still want a fucking mountain fortress.
Yeah, yeah, you were always about that, and oh, it'll be better now with the new update because the elevation's higher and everything. So
Ooh.
it'll actually be better to do your mountain fortress. We just
Yeah.
have to. I have to remember how to make some kind of brick.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I want red brick or I want cobblestone brick. What would you want?
Well, it depends on kind of how the mountain is. If it's super snowy, it'd be nice to have like a cobblestone brick because it just kind of look like it's formed from the rocks around.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I gotcha. We'll see what happens. We'll have to definitely see what happens.
Also, going to be getting back on because we need to finish God of War.
Yeah, definitely have to finish God of War. The only reason why we haven't picked that up it's that's gonna take that I forget the commitment that some of the game takes
Mm.
because it's definitely an open world game. So it's and I pick I choose I will say I took on too much that I can chew on that one.
Yeah.
That's why we
Maybe we
definitely
just do
had
like
a.
the general stuff, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely just doing the general story and hitting credits, but it's still gonna be like 150 episodes to do that.
Mm.
And of course, we will also have to get back into Dark Souls 3 as well.
Ah, yes.
Which, to be honest, if we want, we can call, like, because there's no trophies or anything for the DLC. The only boss we have to face left, to be honest, is the Nameless King. So if we just want to like complete the story one good time, we can definitely call it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I know the only DLC boss we have to fight her twice is the 3 phase boss in
Mm.
the snow DLC, and then we still have to fight the fucking. If I'm not mistaken, we still have to fight the demon on your end,
Oh yeah.
and there might be a couple of there might be like one or two optional bosses we have to face in that DLC.
Mm.
I remember the last session I was exploring, but I lost like 200,000 souls separate, like in both in like 100,000 souls in two different instances, and I was just like, okay, I gotta stop
Yeah.
because I
And then
got
we got
real
distracted by
impatient.
Bloodborne for a little
That
bit too, because then we finished Bloodborne.
oh we it Bloodborne will always hold a special place in my heart, just for the sheer fact that it's pretty much the backbone of what started the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It all started with me posting that one video fighting the cleric beast, and it just spurred something in me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It took a minute to get down what I wanted to do, but eventually we started. Well, I started streaming by myself, and then you joined. That's
Yeah.
when it went from the Cream Dream stream to the. I believe I just called it the joint streams.
Mm.
And now when we stream it, it's called the late night stream because usually when we stream it, it's late at night.
Gotcha. Also, quick random thing. Fuck you, King Super. Fuck you, Kroger. I just I just got I used to work there. I just got a call again. It's the fucking automatic call. I could already say because I already see it in my. I recognize that number, and it's the owner explaining about how the union is evil because they want to get paid they want to get paid like everyone else here. They don't want just $12 an hour, and they're everyone's currently on strike, uh, and they just hired a bunch of non union people for $18 an hour.
Them assholes.
Yep, and I keep getting fucking automatic message from this motherfucker going on about how they're just doing this out of personal gain and blah blah blah. Like we've been loyal to our employees, blah blah blah. Fuck you, corporate fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck that
But
motherfucking shit.
side note,
That is
they just tried
bullshit.
to interrupt this call.
uh,
An official message from our channel. Fuck you, Kroger. Pay your workers.
yep, yeah, I will endorse that.
Yep. Anyway, back to what we were going now.
Yeah, yeah, we're just kind of loosely going over the channel.
Oh yeah, but favorite game so far. I mean, that's what you're saying. Bloodborne, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Bloodborne, I mean, I loved it to the point where I wanted to do every single last thing that I could do and get the platinum trophy for it.
Yeah, we hundoed that.
Yeah, that's 100% complete.
Yeah, baby.
And it was such a journey, especially when we hit the amygdala in the chalice
Mm.
dungeon. In the defiled amygdala was just that was such a That was such a monumental mountain that we got over.
Amygdala was is honestly in that playthrough our worst enemy. That
Yeah,
was our
for
main
sure. The
one.
the it's the defiled amygdala to because
Mhm.
I think if we fought the regular amygdala, we would kick its ass. But it's that defiled amygdala, just the arena that you're in, and the fact that it halves your health no matter what.
Mhm. The
It,
regular one gave us a run for our money too the first time we fought it.
yeah, yeah, but it definitely was a different challenge than the defiled
Yeah,
amygdala.
definitely. He had a lot more space.
Yeah, you definitely get a lot more space in that arena than you do in the defiled chalice dungeon.
Hmm. Definitely.
I still I can see them jumping now.
Trying to think of what else. What else have we played on the channel?
We kind of loosely we have to get back to it. We loosely tried Manhunt.
Oh yeah, that'll that'll have to. We'll try to make that come back next or the Halloween.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely is a rough game to play. I think now that I've played some of the more classical Rockstar games, that I will
Hmm.
be more in tune to playing it. I just have to actually follow along and actually like try to play the game instead of rush it like I was
Because
doing.
it's bad when you're like, I can't play this. Can you? And you give it to me.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get. We got a. I did find a way to finally push through in that one point.
Yeah, we just like forced it. You forced that, and I commend you for it.
I'm interested enough, and especially for the what I want from it's not going to be until the end.
Yeah,
It
for
takes me,
sure. And that's why we have to persevere.
yeah, just because it's a great. I mean, it's great in a different way.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a product of its time for sure.
Mm. And it's definitely horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely not a very good game.
But it's got a niche.
Yeah, it's definitely niche. If you play by its rules, it functions enough, but you can definitely break it to the point where it's just not playable.
Mm. I'd love to get my hands on Omnicron.
The game?
Yeah, it's a game. It's one that was done. The full soundtrack of it is done by David Bowie, and
Oh
he's actually
shit.
in it. And
Nice.
then he never touched video games ever again after it. And it's David Cage that does it. Actually, Detroit Becoming Human,
Gotcha,
one of his early
gotcha.
games, and it's a mess. But it's something I'd love to own just because it like there's a whole and David Bowie later just released all the music from that as a different album called
It's
I think it's
also
called Hope.
it's also called the Nomad Soul as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seems like it was just like something that just fucking just died in production. Not and it didn't know
I'm
what it wanted to be. It was them trying it was just like doing an open world game horribly. Like with a bunch of emptiness in it too.
Gotcha, gotcha. Probably don't have access to it, but well,
No.
we'll find a way.
But it's got that PS1 PS2 era type of feel.
Gotcha, gotcha. We also it actually was the game for some reason I don't know why we ended up talking about Twin Peaks, but the Star Wars Republic Commandos game that we played.
Oh,
Yeah. That
wait,
was
wait.
actually the very
What did
first
that have to do with
game
Twin
we
Peaks?
finished.
What did the Star Wars game have to do with Twin Peaks again? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
The we started talking that opened the dialogue for that's when we opened our dialogue about Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something that will have to be in the same. I have to force your fucking eyes open for that one.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Be pointing at things and be see.
I gotcha. I fully understand.
I already know that you're not going to be able to watch that by yourself.
Uh, uh,
I won't do that to you.
I definitely want to watch Twin Peaks though now, just for the sheer fact you think I'm not gonna like it.
it, it's just there's so much to say about that show.
Gotcha, gotcha. And the second game we were able to beat was Boulder's Gate Dark Alliance.
Did we beat it?
Yeah, we finished that. We beat it to completion.
I thought we stopped.
No, no. We were at the final boss, and you died, but I finished her off, and it still finished.
Oh, okay.
Remember
I
the
guess
the
I did finish.
yeah, that remember the tower blew up, and the lizard dude was like talking to somebody. It was opening up for the sequel. We'll have to play in the future.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, I remember. I didn't even remember that we beat that.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely beat that. That was the second game we beat on the
I
channel.
guess probably because the other D&D one that we tried to do that fucking but that was a fucking MMO and that was awful. We didn't
That
get
was
far in that.
Neverwinter.
Yeah.
That was never that. That was an awful gotcha, terrible, awful
We
game.
joined a guild and that was the last thing we did.
Yeah, yeah, we joined that person's guild, but I get that he was trying to get us into it, which I commend him for it. I will always thank him for doing that. I love when MMO people do that, but he just wasn't explaining it in a way that got me interested, if that makes sense.
He was honest with it and that's what it was. It was just that's what you're going to be doing for the whole game.
Yeah, yeah, and
And if you want it to go faster, you're going to have to buy some shit. That's pretty much how that game goes.
yeah, and I just was not in the mood. If I'm gonna play a game like that, it's gonna be Elder Scrolls Skyrim, something that
Yeah.
I know. I mean, Elder Scrolls
I'd
Online.
play Fallout 74 before I'd pick up Neverwinter.
I that to be honest, I'd play Neverwinter before Fallout 76
Mm.
if I absolutely had to. I'm never playing 76. I don't care that they added NPCs. It's too late. The damage is done.
Just give us a new Fallout game, damn it.
It's unfortunately even if it's gonna be on the Xbox console because Xbox bought Bethesda.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, at least we could fucking play it on yours.
yeah. Starfield is gonna be an Xbox exclusive, and Elder Scrolls 6 might also be, which came in
It
handy
won't be
for
for
me.
long. It won't be for long.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
they definitely will have to put it on other consoles. To be honest, I have a feeling that Elder Scrolls 6 might be so far along that it will be on other consoles regardless.
mhm,
But Starfield is definitely going to be an Xbox exclusive, and any game after Elder Scrolls 6 is definitely going to be an
mhm.
Xbox exclusive.
I could see why they think it'd be a good idea to make Skyrim exclusive, but soon they will definitely like start pumping out different ones because just like I just think I don't know how Skyrim makes its money, like how Elder Scrolls 5 makes its money is just from it being on everything.
Yeah, yeah, I understand what you mean on that, but the Xbox definitely does need exclusives because the as you mentioned, I have a Series S, and to be honest, it's a glorified Xbox, original Xbox, and a 360 emulator for me. I don't use it for any other games. I play
Mhm.
I have it for I play Flight Simulator on it as well. But other than that, there's no like new games that I want to get for it. If I'm gonna get a brand new game, I'm just gonna get it on. I'm just gonna play it on my PlayStation 4.
Mhm. I'm a cheapskate, so I never pay for their like online things.
I played. It was just $1 for the first month, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
But what is it after?
It's 14.99 a month, but I already canceled.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I
not
don't need
too bad.
access to it.
Didn't it used to be like almost like $30, like in the original?
Well, it's like 60. How the how it goes that there it's like $15 a month, $30 for 3 months, and then $60 for a whole year.
And I'm talking about like how the 360 was, because I remember that being like super expensive
It
compared to like a just getting a PS3 and
PS3
having it
was
for
free.
free.
The whole thing was PS3 was free. It was 100%
Yeah.
free, so it didn't matter what price the Xbox had. But the Xbox had the original price of 15, 30, and 60. It might be
Mm,
different now. It might be complete. It might be a completely different. But they have a 1 month, 3 month, and a 3 month or 6 month, and then a 12 month
mm-hmm.
thing that you can get. And both systems have their own. Xbox has Game Pass now though, which if you just can't afford $60 but you can afford $15 a month, it is a great service because you have access to like a shit ton of games that you can download
Mm,
onto your system, and it be like you semi own it but you don't actually own it.
yeah.
But it's still like one of the cheapest gaming options that you can go for today. The
Mm,
Nintendo Switch has the worst online. It's $20 a year for the base
yeah.
plan and $50 a year for the expanded plan, and it's don't no never go for the $50 plan cuz all they do is give you access to a shitty ass N64 emulator that can't even emulate the video games properly. The audio shit
Yeah.
is just awful. It gives you access to Animal Crossing DLC, and that's completely useless if you don't play Animal Crossing. That
Mm,
and to be honest, the DLC is completely useless to begin with because you have to be into what the DLC offers for it to merit a purchase,
yeah.
and you gotta want to design homes for the animal creatures, like vacation homes and stuff. That's what it's about. It's
Hmm.
designing vacation homes for them, which is kind of cool, but I'm not doing that for $25.
True.
And you also get, and I believe this is why it's so expensive. You also get a Sega Genesis emulator, which, to be honest, they should just make if that's the reason why they're making like it's $50, they should just make a third plan that's in between that just adds to 64 to the thing for like $25 a year. That
Yeah.
would probably make people happy because I do want to play the N64 games because they have Paper Mario and shit like that, but
Yeah.
I'm not paying $50 a year to have access to it. It's just not. It's not worth that much.
Yeah. We ain't made of money. That's why I always go. That's why I usually always go Sony. But also, I can never do Xbox just because I know that Xbox controllers are the better ergonomic way to do it. But I just can't get used to them. I'm brainwashed on the Sony like controller set.
Oh, the joysticks being switched.
That's that's what I have. That's what I've had for all my life, other
Yeah,
than like batshit, like the occasional N64 and like GameCube. But those are always just batshit crazy looking.
yeah, yeah. I
I can at least
definitely
I'm never
I
used to
can
those.
switch out a lot easier because I grew up more with the Xbox, and then around like I want to say 2009, 2010 is when I switched over to PlayStation, and
Mm,
it's I love the PlayStation controller so much better because it's so much it's better for the OCD.
Hmm.
Like the Xbox controller just looks so weird with the directional pad in the place where
Yeah.
the PlayStation's got their left joystick.
Hmm. I think it's bigger. I think it's better if you have bigger hands too, like if for the Xbox controller, which I do not.
The new controllers is kind of more standard size, but yeah, I definitely warrant that. Especially what they called the Duke of the original Xbox. That my hands are too small for that. That the thing is massive.
Hmm. I know anytime I've tried to play like Halo at a friend's house, just doesn't. I just can't get used to it.
That was probably with the dreaded black and white buttons as well instead of having four triggers.
Well, they had them colored.
Yeah, they had two black and white. They had well the original Xbox controller and I believe the original 360 controller kind of was set up similar. They would have two triggers, but they didn't have the bumpers. The 360
Oh
controller
yeah.
might have had the bumpers, but I know the original Xbox didn't have the bumpers. And in place of that, they had two random ass white and black buttons. It
Mm.
was literally a white button and a black button. And of
I
course,
just
it
know
had
it
the
felt
A,
uncomfortable
B,
in my
X,
hands.
Y setup as well.
Mm.
And the directional pad being in place of the joystick where it is on the PlayStation. That it switched.
Though I have an issue with the Switch controller too. I kind of have a hard time getting used to that thing too. It's a
That
little weird. I just feel like I'm holding a piece of plastic.
the grip for it is also very weird.
Mm.
Like the it for some reason it fits perfectly in my hands, but I can definitely tell that m- m- it's definitely weird for people with slightly bigger or slightly smaller hands to have
Mm.
to work around them.
Yeah, and I already have trouble with Mario Kart.
Yeah, that but there are workarounds now. You can get like the pro controller now and shit like that.
Mm. That'd be interesting. Interesting to try.
Yeah. I don't have one just because I just don't need one.
Yeah, and I don't have a Switch though.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it hasn't been a wild ride, but it's been a very interesting ride.
Yeah, it's you know, it's the Lilo and Stitch ride. It's better than you thought.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely not upset with like to be honest, that we could have a little more success. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm very pleased with what we've done so far.
Mhm. We're not. This isn't even our final form.
No, I to be honest, I hope that we do this again. Like, of course, we're probably gonna do this like every year, but I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
like in 10 years we do this again and like we have like an awesome setup and hopefully maybe like we have like maybe one or two more people talking with us about
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
and like how they joined in and stuff like that.
It'd be fun. That'd be fun.
It would be. I know that we'd have to get extremely lucky, but it would definitely be a a ride to be able to say that we became successful YouTubers.
Hmm. Even if we just had people just for certain, like, just a couple certain things.
Yeah, definitely. If we were like we became, I wouldn't mind if we became a niche channel.
Hmm.
I definitely want growth for the channel. I definitely don't want to stick. I know that the channel majority is Let's Plays right now, but I definitely want them to get placed on the back burner eventually, and like
Mm,
maybe like just literally be filler just in case we can't make a video or something like that.
yeah, that'd be cool.
But of course, that would merit the channel to actually get. We'd have to get 1,000 subscribers. That's ultimately would make us a successful channel.
That's our goal.
I'm saying in, well, it's gonna be 4 years now, but I'm saying in 5 years, and if 5 years, and if four more years goes, and we just are like nowhere near the goal, I might call it.
Hmm.
But it all depends, you know. The
Hmm.
we still got this channel is still in very infant channel, even though I made it back in 2014. It didn't come into itself until last year,
Yeah,
and we really didn't start making content or anything. And I don't think it matters when you make the channel. It matters when you start making your content and everything.
putting out the sketch and stuff.
All right, so we've been going for about 45 minutes now. Do you want to call it?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so if you've been listening to us ramble on this long, thank you. This has been actually a very relaxing one. I actually liked this episode quite a lot. But
If we,
if
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 we
you
got any suggestions of what you want to see in the channel, put it below.
yeah, how about that? Yeah, we never really do that, but yeah, if you got any if you got any like video ideas or anything that we might be able to do, drop a suggestion down below. Thank you for saying that, Spooge.
No problem.
All right, so thank you again for listening this long. If you have been listening this long, you might as well like the video, or comment dislike. You might not have liked it. Uh, and of course, share it around, even if you didn't like it, because you can make fun of us with all your friends.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you know when to make fun of us some more. And go check out some more of our content. We got Let's Plays, we got reviews, and we got, of course, the Relax Talk that you can check out and maybe make fun of us some more.
Or you could stop making fun of us at this point.
Who knows? All right, so thank you again, and this will be a bye bye.
But boy.